So, if you the one who avoids difficult conversations and you want to change this pattern, listen up before I forget. Why it happens? Because it's a learned strategy. It served you well for a long time. Now it doesn't. It was learned from your childhood, probably, because it's a survival strategy. It developed because the nature is very wise. We tend to take the blame or responsibility to ourselves. Whatever the caregivers do, the little baby in the crib thinks that the responsibility, blame, guilt is on the baby. Why? Because the nature developed our perception in a way that we keep our agency. We are responsible. Why? Because later in life we could do something about this. We can change it, the circumstances. It's cruel. It stays with us, all this guilt, but I guess benefits outweighs the negative sides. So we learn this. We learn how to stay responsible for other people's behaviors, emotions, whatever happens in the environment. So, difficult conversations. We learn to avoid difficult conversations in order to keep other people happy. Now, we are adults now. We don't need to use the same survival techniques, strategies, because we can leave the room. If we are with some people who are not safe for us, we can leave the room. We are not babies anymore. We can walk. We can say bye and leave the room. We can. It's our boundaries, right? So now we can say, I'm not when we enter difficult conversations, we can share responsibility for whatever happens in difficult conversation with another adult. The client said why she was avoiding difficult conversations. She said, I feel misunderstood. I feel that another person could interpret my words differently. And I said, well, that's responsibility of another person, how they understand you. You just share your opinion, share your side. That's now their responsibility, how they understand. In childhood, it was our design by nature to be responsible how our other people understand us, because for our safety we screened the room. It was our survival strategy to make sure they understood us correctly. We smiled, we did everything possible to stay safe with other people, right? It was our survival strategy. Now we can just say something. If they didn't understand us, we can leave the room. So it's now their responsibility to understand us. And if they didn't understand us, they can ask questions. We can help other people to understand us. We can be so kind to make the room by using words. I understand I might sound unclear, so please ask questions. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. So create space, safe space for questions. So create space to acknowledge that you might sound unclear, or to acknowledge some people misunderstand you, or to acknowledge that you sometimes feel that you might be misunderstood, or whatever. You create this space for asking questions, and then that's it. Disclaimer, creating the acknowledgement, that's it. But it's not your responsibility to be understood. It's their responsibility to ask questions if they don't understand. That's it. You just can help them. That's it. I hope it was helpful. So now practice it, experiment with it, explore it, be liberated.